What the fuck is Blue Lock even about? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Blue Lock supposed to be about playing soccer? Then what the fuck is this?
Blue Lock is a Japanese manga written by Miyuki Kaneshiro and illustrated by Yusuke Nomura. The manga began serialization in Kodansha's weekly shonen magazine on August 1, 2018. The story is about Isaki Yoichi, a second-year high schooler from Saitama, Japan. The story starts with him playing the final qualifiers for a Chinan high school against the Matsuka's high school. The Matsuka's team were already winning the match, with a lead of 1 goal until Isaki got a grip on the ball, but instead of shooting the ball he passes it to a teammate, who ultimately fumbles the game, letting the Matsukas winning the game with a score of 0-2. Later on the same day, Yoichi receives a letter from the Japan Football Union, saying he has been invited for a certain project Blue Lock. Now if you have watched the video so far, I bet you have already watched dozens of videos on the site, telling you to lock in. So, after observing the internet a bit, I noticed the idea of locking in generally comes from human desire. Now desire in itself is infinite. But if it's a desire to something specific that makes one to enter such a state of urgency, eliminating all their external distractions, such a desire can be divided into specifically 2 categories: the desire to gain something materialistic, and desire to become someone different than one's previous identity. Ryo Mikage is the wealthy board heir to the Mikage Corporation, who sought a challenge outside his pre-planned privileged life, after seeing a World Cup match. He developed a passionate dream to win it, defying his parents' wishes for him to become a businessman. Ryo meets Nagi in school, who is the same old as him, and watches him doing this. Despite Nagi seeming reluctant to do any sort of hard work at first, Ryo manages to make a team with Nagi and enter Blue Lock. But the duo doesn't last for too long. In episode 12 of the season, Nagi chose to join Isaki's team over Ryo's. And we get to see Ryo's first ever breakdown in the show, which at first seemed like a betrayal, forced Ryo to face a harsh question about his goal. The question was, why does Ryo even wants to win the World Cup? As if Ryo hated the feeling of being abandoned more than he loved the thrill of playing football itself. Now, to be honest, Ryo's arc was more like a self-discovery and questioning one's reason to pursue a goal through intense competition even when you have much easier options available. Ryo sulked in self-hatred and felt insecure when he realized his own inferiority among the other characters of the show, but he didn't stop kicking the ball just because of it. Speaking of self-hatred, Baro is the exact opposite of Mikage Ryo. Baro does not believe in teamwork, nor does he pay much attention to the opposing team. For him, Baro is the one and only king of the football court, and nobody can defeat him. Unlike Ryo's obsession with Nagi, Baro is simply obsessed with the sport. In Blue Lock Season 1 Episode 14, we see Baro's narcissism hitting a rock bottom when he realizes how much Yoichi, Nagi and rest of the players in the court has improved, leaving him far behind. A glimpse of the future popped up in front of Baro's eyes where Yoichi steals the spotlight in the court, replacing Baro, while Baro watches Yoichi through the TV accomplishing what he could not. That fear of getting replaced burns Baro mentally, a future that he could never accept. But unlike Ryo, Baro's breakdown was for a short while. In the episode 15 of Blue Lock Season 1, we see Baro making a comeback out of raw self-hatred on himself, and the future he predicted if he had just passed the ball to Yoichi. Mikage Ryo and Baro, both of these characters portrays the 2 categories of desire I previously mentioned in this video. While both of these characters plays 2 different roles in the story, both of them also showed 2 different types of fear. Like Ryo was afraid of being forgotten by Nagi, Baro on the other hand, was scared of losing his grip on the game and being replaced by someone else. Even when I'm making this video right now, it intrigues me to think how one's definition of locking in can make them choose their goal, and also choose their own individual struggles. So if you have watched this video so far, drop locked in the comments, and tell me what's your definition of locking in.